Missions are a huge part of Duet Night Abyss, and is where you'll acquire most of your resources like money, XP, and demon wedges. In this video, I'll go through each one, tell you the gimmick, what the commission rewards you with, and any other information you might need to know to become a true commissionary? Obligatory CBT warning. I'm Shrike, subscribe for more gacha content, let's get into it. Right off the bat, there are 12 commissions, or dungeons. Yeah, they've added a few more since the technical test a year ago. These commissions will require Sanergy, a hilarious portmanteau of sanity and energy. Love a good portmanteau. You get to them via the combat tab or by visiting the job board in the pub. Starting off with Excavation. This commission is where you'll go to get coins, your money, and the amount you can grind this is limited by your Sanergy. This is also an endless commission, which means you'll have to opt out of it if you want to leave, otherwise you can stay there until you run out of Sanergy. This one is basically a tower defense dungeon with multiple towers, and you need to gather a resource from enemies in order to fill the tower. Next is the Hedge, another endless commission. You'll be spending a lot of time here farming XP material. This one is basically about moving through the map until you've reached a machine, killing enemies near that machine, and filling the machine with resources acquired from them. It's similar to the first one, but there's only one machine and you don't need to protect it. Just not let the level get too low. Termination is next, for weapon XP. This one is as basic as can be. It gives you a set amount of enemies you need to kill, and ends when that happens. That's it. It's also not endless. Next are the 3 Noctoyager Manuals, the Demon Wedge commissions. The first, the Expulsion Manual, is for the character wedges, and is basically the Demon Wedge version of Termination. Kill X enemies, kicked out when you do. This one differs in the fact that you expend a resource called a Commission Manual, the higher grade of which provides you with increased bonus for drops. The Capture Manual for melee demon wedges costs the Commission Manuals as well, and this one's really interesting. It gives you a target that you need to hunt down and capture before they can escape. The last manual is Defense Manual for ranged demon wedges. This is a full-on tower defense mode, pretty self-explanatory. Expulsion Teamwork. This is more than just a suggestion. I have a feeling this is your endgame mode. It's incredibly difficult, and if you happen to be doing well regardless of being underleveled like I was, then they throw in an enormous metal monster that can teleport to you and just goes absolutely ape crap on you. It was actually a lot of fun, even though I died. I got 115 enemies killed out of 150 before the monster just messed me up. Expedition is the next one, and you'll be spending an equal amount of time in here as in the XP one, since this is where you'll get character ascension materials. And dem characters need ascendant. In this, you'll actually choose the weakness of the enemy you'll face, which will determine the element of the reward you get. In this, you basically just move from one station to the next, fighting enemies along the way. Pretty simple. This is another endless one, so you'll have to opt out if you want to leave. Mediation is next, and will reward you with weapon ascension materials. This is a find the bomb, destroy it, and evacuate as quickly as possible kind of dungeon. And what game would be complete without an escort mission? Yes, we all hate them. It's always the most suicidal, idiotic AI that we're forced to protect. This one gives you Carmine Globule, used to upgrade demon wedges. And it's more of a rescue and extract mission than just an escort, if I'm being honest, since you gotta find them before you can escort them. And this is one commission where stealth is actually a component, since if you alert the guards, your target could be in danger. It's a little better than most escort missions I've seen too, since if you get way ahead, the poor sap can just teleport to you. So that's neat. The last commission is Relocation, where you'll acquire forge materials. That's all I can tell you about that one since I haven't unlocked it yet. Now I want to mention another type of dungeon too, separate from commissions but in the same vein, Nocturnal Echoes. You've seen these before, boss battles that you can do a certain number of times a week, usually it's 3 times a week, but in the case of the Nocturnal Echoes it's actually 20 times. There are 3 different bosses you'll be able to choose from, Sybil, Crystallophile, and the Exclusioner. These battles will reward you with a very useful and hard to acquire resource called track modules, which are game changers when it comes to gearing your characters and weapons. And speaking of weapons, this is also where you'll be able to acquire blueprints for new weapons. But if you want to learn more things about Duet Night Abyss, check out the videos that are about to pop up. And with that being said, I'm gonna fly. See you in the next one. Bye.